All right, so I think this will be a fun video. Shouldn't be too long, but I want to do an update. I don't know if you know this, but to me, I mean, I love shed hunting. It's my favorite thing, more than anything else out in the woods. But I love to find the elk and the deer that are known around here. The ones that have gotten big enough that they've been targeted, they've been on trail cameras, people have been drooling over them and watching them and naming them. The buck that I found earlier this year that everybody was looking at a few years ago, that I was fortunate enough to scoop up this year and have downstairs, so cool to me. But the elk shed that I found the other day when I got back from the cruise, I was pretty sure that that was going to be one of those type of animals. And so I asked the question, and sure enough, almost immediately I had 4 different people respond to me that, yeah, it was a bull that everybody knew about, and his name was Moby. So I immediately got sent 2015 and 2016 and then I got to see the 2017 pictures, the year he was taken. So they named him Moby because of that whale tail that kicks in, the way the fifth goes to the inside instead of straight up like normal. So in 2017, on the last day of the rifle hunt, local boys and Dan Cowley was able to find that bull and take him on the last day of the hunt. He went 394. So the shed that I found was his cool side from 2016. So here it is. See how the fifth comes inside the frame rather than out like this. And right here on the 16 frame, he's got that little cheater just starting right there. So let me show you a couple pictures of him in 2017. So in 2017, he obviously, this little cheater here grew out to be about, I don't know, at least 12 inches off the beam, and the inside point stayed. So that stayed, and everything just got bigger. He put his fourth is about 22 inches this year, and I think it was like 25 the year he was taken, and then he just put inches on everything else. So this bull is a sweet bull this year, but he just absolutely blew up. He put on over 40 inches from this year to the next year. And that is the history of Moby. So I got permission to use the pictures. I'm going to show those to you. And so the second one, and let me show you this one again real quick. So this is the antler from yesterday. I don't know why, but I just love this antler. He's a little bit short in the main beam. He's, low 40s on the main beam, but everything else on this bull is awesome. Just tons of mass. This antler right here actually probably weighs at least a pound more than that antler there, even though that one looks a lot bigger. Just the mass on this bull is better. The hook on all those points adds up to a lot of inches. And these two antlers actually score within an inch of each other. When I threw a tape on him here a little bit ago. And just a cool bull. I hope I can match that one up or find out if somebody's got the other side, because he's super cool. So the next bull was the Big 5. The Big 5 that I posted from Friday. Again, it's got enough character in that stuff that I just sent a picture to one person, and he immediately sent me a picture, I think from this last year, of that bull. Let me put that here. So there he is from last year, maybe the year before. Now the shed that I found was at least a 3-year-old shed. So he's stayed pretty consistent. It's obviously the right bull. He busted his third off, but still a cool giant 5. Unfortunately, we've got a lot of big 5s up on the mountain right now, which is not really what you like to see, even though I love big 5s. I mean, you almost don't miss the 5ths not being there if everything else on them is big. So when we can get some of those big 5s, like this year we had 2 5s that had great thirds, like great thirds, great firsts, great seconds, huge fourths, just didn't have fifths. Don't know if that's a product of drought or just because we got a lot of the 5-point genetics going on, because most hunters that get a chance to hunt the mountain are not going to shoot a 5-point bull unless it's just something exceptional. And a couple of those would have been taken this year if they could have been, but our hunt was tough this year. So I'm hoping to find a couple of those big fives. But I think it's cool to be able to find the sheds off of these animals, because I'm not going to be able to draw that elk tag anytime soon. I certainly would never be able to buy it. So the poor man's way of being able to have that world-class trophy hunt is to find their sheds. And if I can walk up on a shed of a bull that everybody else knows, that to me is cool. Tell me what you think, if that's something that you enjoy doing or targeting, looking for those animals or not. All right, we're heading out. Lana's blazing a trail. Just got to get about a mile over here to the south, and then hopefully we can get into some antlers. Maybe even along the way. I've picked them up in here before. One night, while I was out riding, the graveyard shift midnight till dawn, the moon was bright as a reading light for a letter from an old friend back home. She asked me, why does he ride for his money? Tell me, why does he rope for short pay? You looking for antlers?
Not yet.
Well, I've picked them up in here. They ain't getting nowhere, and they're losing their share. Man, they must have gone crazy out there. He said, last night I ran on to Jenny. Where are you going?
I don't know.
Our trailblazer doesn't have a sense of direction.
None whatsoever. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay, you're facing the right direction now. Just keep going that way.
Just trying to get through this without getting my kneecap ripped out. Apparently that's my only way to pass for that, and I'm not paying attention.
She's married and has a good life. Man, you sure missed the track when you never came back. She's the perfect professional's wife. And she asked me, why does he ride for his money? Tell me, why does he rope for short pay? He ain't getting nowhere, and he's losing his share. Man, he must have gone crazy out there. Man, they all must be crazy out there. All right, well, Zoe's not doing very good. She's having some hip issues, so we're gonna have to call it quits for the day. But we will not go home empty-handed. What's up there?
An antler.
Let's go see what we got here. I was just telling Lana a minute ago that these washes actually ain't a bad place to find an antler, because when the bulls come and cross, the centrifugal force will knock the antlers off. This looks like a stud. Goodness. And it's been there a while. Completely buried. Huh. All right, let's see what we got. Thing's been there a while.
Pretty attractive.
What is that, Zoe? Oh.
Oh, there's some buried. There was more.
There you go.
What do you think of that, honey?
Good girl. Now we probably dropped the first side right here in this flat. We'll look here real quick. Was just telling Lana this right here would be a great place to find a elk shed laying. What is it? Oh, it's a busted off beam. One time. That's a big old bull. He's busted off right on the beam. Good girl, honey. Good girl. Get it. Get it. The thing is, his other side could be in here, and it could be whole. Dadgum. You gonna hop off and get that one? That's that might be this year's brown.
I was getting off backwards. Give Harvey practice, and I think I'm the one that needed practice. See how well that went? I thought, holy cow, it's like 10 pounds at least.
It's been flipped. It's last year.
Seriously, feel it. It's at least 10 pounds.
It's not 10 pounds. It's about 3-4 pounds.
It is not.
It is heavy for how much is there. The other side's probably in this flat someplace, dear.
That is crazy. It is so heavy. I was not. That's why she could pick up. There's no way she could pick this up with her mouth.
Well, let's just zigzag through here, see if we can't find the other side.
Danny does not think it's at all hilarious that I'm waving this around. He's giving me the evil eye.